Joining me now is Omer El-Hamdoon, the president of the Muslim Association of Britain, different from the Muslim Council, of course. What did you think of the letter, Omer? Did you receive it?
Well, we didn't get a copy of the letter, so we don't know if we are going to get one or not. But looking at the letter, we've had mixed feelings really about it. On the one hand, we welcome that the government is actually reaching out to mosques and faith leaders, and in a way it's obviously showing that the government's admission that it can't solve radicalisation by itself, which is good, and that's something that we in the Muslim Association have been saying for a while, that you need to involve the Muslim community, let them be part of the solution, and I think in that way it's a step in the right direction. Obviously there are some issues which may be reading in between the lines and the scenarios in Britain today, which maybe let us think about this letter in a different way.
A hard thing for the government to do, nonetheless, but they haven't quite got it right. Is that what you're saying?
Well, I think there is lots of groundwork to be done. I mean, this whole concept of extremism, non-violent extremism, is something that really needs to be defined more and more. There needs to be work together, because I think, let's be clear about this, Muslim community want to fight radicalisation and terrorism as much as anybody else. So in that way, everyone needs to work together in the best way possible.
Do you think that a lot of imams and Muslim leaders are already doing that? We're just not hearing about it enough.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing about terrorism. It's difficult to know when a terrorism plot has been failed. The tragic reality is that a lot of the terrorism is happening outside the mosques anyway. I mean, we're seeing a lot of internet radicalisation happening, especially with this almost technological advancement of ISIS and so on.
Well, that's the thing. Is it the question that some people who happen to be Muslims are outside of mosques and the influence of imams, and they're going to do this anyway, regardless of how hard mosques and imams and Muslim leaders try? Yeah,
there is a portion of people out there, and that's what we, because those people will not listen to imams anyway. They don't go to mosques anyway, so...
Well, the letter does say, we welcome your thoughts, ideas, initiatives on how to ensure that Islam's true message of peace triumphs over those who seek to divide our communities. So what would you say to that? How would you respond to that part of the letter? What are your ideas for stopping this?
Well, I think, obviously there needs to be more from actually attacking the ideology, the ideology of terrorism and so on. That's important. But it's also about not making Muslims feel marginalized. I mean, recently we had the cartoons, which is a big affair. A lot of Muslims felt marginalized, and I think it was important to say, okay, freedom of speech is one thing, but let's not marginalise, because the more the youth feel marginalised from society, they will actually maybe inclined to fall into the trap set by the terrorists.
Omer El-Hamdoon, thanks very much indeed.
Thank you.